Joe in real life. Okay, so real quick, I know I talked about this yesterday, but I really want to stress. If you like metal at all, you should listen to the Minipony album, Ajna. Minipony, Minipony, album Ajna, Ajna. Yeah, Ajna is the sixth chakra. It's the mind chakra, also the center of creativity, and the album is just lovely. It's just wonderful. Female fronted Ecuadorian metal band, Minipony. It sounds like one of these anachronistic female led metal bands. It isn't. They're completely sincere. Their band name is a little bit unfortunate and misleading, and it kind of pigeonholes them and makes them seem like one of these pseudo-sexist, marginalized novelty acts. And they're not. They're just really great. Super good, dark, creepy energy. I've really been enjoying it a lot. I listened to their first album, Imago. I liked it less, but it's still good, and I'm going to give it another listen. So if that's the kind of music you find yourself enjoying, I think you'll really like it. I believe they're considered math metal or breakcore. I don't know what breakcore means. I feel like it's got a Meshuggah vibe, but it's more accessible and more fun. I feel like every Meshuggah fan that listens to this, his head's going to explode when they hear that. But that's just how I feel. And so if you're in that vein, give it a shot. If not, just ignore this part. What's going on with me? Well, my scapula's hurt again. I got that hot juice feeling on the left side, like unsurprising given the one-arm work I did yesterday. And it's just a little tweak, it's just a little zap. It'll be gone in a couple days, but it's there. And today, I thought I'd walk you through some mobility work that I do for stuff like this. Now, this has been a reoccurring kind of tweak for really the last couple years, and I just had a flare-up, so it's happening again. This one might not be real, you know. I've added a couple elements, and honestly, I should have predicted it upon adding those elements. But I'm going to show you a movement. I'm going to show you a movement that I like to do when this happens. It's some really like deep range scapula work. And I'm just going to carry on as though it isn't there. I may put off my big squat day until tomorrow. I'm going to do this scapular work and I'm going to assess, but I'm still going to do my normal shit because I have to, you know? And like I said, it's just a tweak. It's not that big a deal. We all have our own idiosyncratic bodies, you know? I'm confident that even if you're as close to mechanically perfect as possible, you have your own nagging injuries that flare up and cause you intermittent troubles, you know? We all do. That's just part of owning a body, especially if you're getting a little old, a little long in the tooth like me. That's just part of the taxes we pay, right? And also, it's never that serious. It's a nerve issue, likely inflammation induced, you know? And so what I'm going to do is I'm going to try and mobilize it and get to work. And if I mobilize it and I don't feel any sort of relief, then I'm going to do my minimum and wait for tomorrow. No big deal, you know? Just a day delay. So that's where I'm at. Minipony, Ajna, a little shoulder issue. Yeah, I think that's it. All right, stay tuned. Let's get to work. So every time I get this little tweak in my scapula, I return to this movement. And he has a YouTube page, but I forget what it's called. I follow him on Instagram. It's Strongman Archaeology. It's a guy in his 50s from Maine who does all these like old school strongman lifts. And I stole this side pullover off him. I absolutely love it for the scap. And it's just, that's not a great shot of it. I'm only using, I think, 10 pounds here. But just really, really great movement for mobilizing the scapula. It hurt today. And normally it feels fucking amazing. I do it somewhat regularly, but the tweak is flaring up, and I could, like this side, which is the only side I show you, I think. I could definitely feel it complaining, you know? And every time I get this, I think like, man, I've got to start dialing back into my mobility work. I just don't want to, you know? It reminds me too much of my yoga teacher days, which in turn reminds me too much of how much mobility I've lost. And, like I worked so hard on all of that stuff, and I still have quite a bit of mobility. I jumped up to 15 pounds here, but it's a really, that work is such a hassle, and I don't want to do it again. I just don't want to. But I really need to. Like, this keeps happening to me, and like, it's not a serious injury, guys. I'm totally fine. I jumped to front squats after this and just got my minimum. I'm gonna do some farmer's carries to help get some blood flow to that scap right after I finish this voiceover. It's just annoying. It's more annoying than anything else. And yeah, like at the end of the day, I'm putting off my heavy squats for one more day. It's not that big a deal, but I am frustrated. And so, yeah, we jump to the front squats from here. I skipped my warm-up sets. This is just 135 for one, and then I do 155 for one. It moved fine. It felt totally fine, but definitely in the bottom position where I felt myself tipping forward, I could feel that I call it a hot juice feeling. It's like I got some, like somebody took like a teapot water and just shot it into my spine, right between my spine and my left scapula. You see me there shrugging it off there, and it only hurts for a second, and it's like really bright and burny. Not a good sign, right? So I got to do something about that. And I'm going to think about that today. I'm going to journal about it and try to figure it out. And I think I could maybe use the strongman lifts to create a kind of yoga lifting hybrid. So anyway, that's where my thoughts are today. But this is it, you know? Minipony, Ajna. And I got a little injury. I got a little tweak. That's it for today. I love you guys. Be good to each other out there. I'll see you tomorrow.